Right, hi guys and welcome back to another video on the channel. If you checked out the title for this video, you would see it's a podcast. Now, this is going to be with up-and-coming alternate rapper Retro Nicotine. We thought basically we'd create this podcast, give you a chance to see new artists and we can promote on the channel. We thought why it's COVID, you know, they can't really perform live, so we thought great chance for you guys to listen to them, get your reaction to it, and yeah, try and promote them basically. So this video is going to be a podcast from when I spoke to him a couple of days ago now. We may, if you guys like it, we may do more of these podcasts. So if there's any new artists or anyone that wants to collab, that wants this sort of content, let us know and we can see how it goes. Apart from that, guys, if you're new, subscribe as always. Watch out for the next video every Tuesday and Friday. And yeah, let's get straight into it. Right guys, we are here with Retro Nicotine. We promised you that interview from checking out Ptsd. So he is here today, give us a little interview. Basically learn a little bit about him, what's coming up, that sort of thing. So, first things first, obviously you're quite new to the scene. Started, I think when I was reading it up, you started a bit earlier in terms of managing songs or certain artists, yeah. But you're obviously starting your own music now. I think, when was it, last year, 2020, you started pushing it?
Yeah, January 2020 is when I started making my own music. And the reason I've gained, like, traction at the rate I am is just because I've been managing people since, like, 2015, 2016. When I was, like, 14, I started managing artists, and I wanted to get into it from then. So that's why I have the experience up until now. I'm 20, by the way, now. So, like, yeah, a long time.
That's it. So, was it you started, so you're born in Illinois? Was it? And then yes. You moved to Miami. Yes. So what was like the main reason for moving that area?
So like I had dated a girl all of high school, and then we broke up, and I was like, okay, I don't want to live in the middle of nowhere anymore, because I was living in the middle of nowhere, like Courage the Cowardly Dog style. And my uncle was like, hey, do you want to move to Miami? And I was like, yeah, because I just graduated. I just broke up with my girlfriend of 4 years. I had no reason to stay, so I just came here, and I love it here. I've been here a year ago today, actually, is when I moved here.
Yeah, so so we haven't timed that with the year anniversary, just a coincidence with this interview. But
I didn't even know until this morning.
I guess we'll say that then. We set out for the promo, so it's that sort of thing. But yeah, so like we said, we checked out. Will be now Tuesday's video when it comes out. We checked out Ptsd. Obviously, right now that's your biggest song on Spotify. I know we were speaking before, like you're streaming a bit on SoundCloud. You said Spotify's your main sort of social.
Yeah, Spotify's my main thing for it. It's like, yeah, just basically all my fans are on Spotify, and I prefer to grow my fan base on Spotify over everywhere else. But I appreciate streams from literally anywhere. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's that sort of thing. So. Obviously, from my review, we know Ptsd, already a great song, so it's getting that going. But I know ideally you wanted to try and promote your newer sort of album, or EP on there. So I know it was Blue, you were saying. So yeah. Blue's one of your newer songs. So do you want to say a bit about that?
So my newest EP is called Retro and Sleep Strike Back. It's named after Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. It's not named after Star Wars. So it's Retro and Sleep Strike Back. Sleep is one of my main collaborators, and we've worked on a lot before in the past. Like, our first thing we made together was like a year ago, like 6 months into me making music. So more than half of my music career of me making it, I've been making music with Sleep, and we decided to finally make an EP together. We got Blue done way back and just kind of sat on it, and then he flew out here back in January of this year, and from San Diego to Miami, and then we recorded Stolen MacBook and Little Rock here, and then he left, and then right before we dropped the EP, I recorded Drunk, send him the rest of Drunk, and then we finished that. And so those were all 4 songs for the EP. And then right after we got that done, we sent it out, and it went to stores and stuff. But I know we dropped Blue as a single, and Blue really popped off because it was the first song from the EP that we dropped. I know it's at like almost 25K on Spotify right now, and it's got almost at one point in time I had about 100 TikToks to it, so it was gaining a lot of traction, and it also had traction on SoundCloud as well. You know, my following is in there, and then we dropped Stolen MacBook, and then even though we only dropped 2 unreleased songs for the EP, you know, it was only a little 4-song EP. Everyone seems to really like it, and so far it's my favorite work that I've dropped so far.
I was going to say, because I gave it a little listen, we'll play it after this anyway, but give it a little listen before this, and I thought what's good about it, I think Ptsd compared to it is a slightly higher tempo, but I think Blue is definitely, it's more of like a chill sort of relax, you know, one that if you're just, you know, sitting in your room, it's a good one to play. So I think it's slowed down compared to that one. So I think in terms of a standalone, yeah, it should be boosting, should be going well. So yeah, we'll as we said, you guys are watching this video as well. Let us know what you think of that. But yeah, I think definitely in comparison, completely different songs, but at the same time, they're boosting going well. So right now, that's just released on streaming services. I think we said, didn't we? Because I think we were chatting yesterday as well. Eventually, obviously, if it picks up enough, do you think you'll try and release it in terms of like CDs, LPs, that sort of thing? If it builds up enough on there.
If it builds up enough, then yeah, definitely I'd be down for that. I mean, I'd be down for that whenever. It's just the thing that's limiting me as far as, you know, physical copies of my music, music videos, and things of that nature is just like the money from it. And as soon as I have the ability to start getting into that stuff, I would really like to. And I think I have enough of a following at this point to be able to release CDs and stuff, but it's just, I just don't got the money to throw down for it right now, and I could be using that money in other places for like marketing and stuff, at least with the size I'm at. That's how I feel about it. That's why I haven't done any videos yet also. It's because whenever I do my first video, I really want to try and push out something extremely high quality and set a bar for myself, and that's the only reason I haven't done a single video yet, is because I haven't been able to get it worked out where I can do something I'm genuinely proud of. Because I don't want something that's like, no offense, people who shoot videos on iPhones and everything like that, but I don't want that. I want something that's like a real high quality, like real video. You know what I mean? Yeah,
that's it. So for those of you that haven't listened too much to the music yet, I saw on like Spotify and on a couple of other reviews, it seemed you class it as sort of like under alternate rap, that sort of thing. So growing up, was that the sort of music you listened to, or is there sort of like, to get you to that, has there been like a sort of mix of music that you've listened to?
So basically, growing up, my dad had listened to like a lot of like rock and metal. My mom had listened to like a lot of like R&B and rap, and then they kind of like leaned together. And mostly when I was growing up, I was listening to like mostly just like bands and stuff. And then around like 7th grade, I had found Bones, like the rapper Bones, and Bones is like probably my biggest like influence ever in music. And I was, you know, like 13 when I had found him, and like, because I was listening to like rock music before, and then I had found this dude who was making like really grungy rap that was almost rock, and I was like, whoa, I like this. And that was my introduction into like listening to rap a lot as a person. But Bones is my midway that got me from the rock standpoint to the rap standpoint. And I still listen to Bones like all the time. Me and Bones have the same birthday. Crazy.
So it's musicians, in it, how it goes. Yeah. So I think anyway, guys, I think it's decent track so far released. If you guys haven't checked out Ptsd as well so far, as we said, so far that's the biggest streaming songs at the minute. But if we can try and push Blue, that'd be incredible. I think as we were saying before as well, so part of the reason we started the channel was because we had to stay at home and listen to music. But I think especially for new and upcoming artists, I think it's a good chance to really get, promo it, get out there where you guys can't do live gigs and that sort of thing. Is that something you'd be looking to in the future? Maybe doing some sort of live gig or live performance?
Oh, yeah.
Some type, yeah?
I'm really close with I know a lot of people down here in the Miami like rap scene, and a lot of people who throw shows and stuff. Like I'm going to a bunch of my friends are opening for NASCAR Aloe and Port Stacy up on the 3rd, and I'm going up to that show just like support them and stuff. I haven't done any performances myself yet, just because I'm a little too nervous right now. But yeah. I plan to soon. My collective and my group Death Pigs, We plan on doing some type of United States tour sometime near the end of this year into early next year, because we're based all over the place, and collectively amongst all the members of my group, on our individual pages at least, we have like well over 500,000 listeners amongst all of us together. So we definitely can do a tour, and that's something I'm really looking forward to. So yeah, end of this year into early next year at the latest, because I might be doing stuff earlier than that, but I just don't know yet.
Yeah, because that's what I was going to say, because looking at your Instagram page as well, you've got like a sort of group going on, haven't you? Is there sort of like a group you guys have created to...
Yeah.
Is there, what's that about? What sort of thing is involved there?
So Death Pigs is... Originally, we were just artists who were on Discord together during like quarantine times. We were just making a lot of stuff together, and we're like, hey, let's make a collective, because we'd seen all these other collectives been made in fall, and all of us had been in collectives that had been made in fall, so we decided to make one ourselves. And then around December, we decided, okay, let's start working on stuff. We're not gonna rush anything. We're not going to hurry on anything. We want to just start working on stuff now, and then whenever it's done, it's done. Well, now it's 6 months later, and it's July, and we have a lot done. And we're dropping our debate single on the 9th, actually, and it's called Yes, Sir, and it's very, very different from anything the rest of us make, because we all make this very, like, sad alternative rap music, and this is a very, very experimental hip-hop, like Who Killed XIX, if you know them, stuff like that. JPEG Mafia, just very experimental, very high energy, and like genuine like rapping from all of us on this, and it's really cool. And that's the entire goal with the collective, basically, is for us to just have fun with it and do something outside of our comfort zone from our normal music together. And we got a lot of plans for it. We're like halfway there to an album. Like we're like very ready, and after this first song drops, everything is going to start rolling. We got a lot of plans for the future with Death Pigs, and right now we have like 17 members, and that's not just artists. We have artists, producers, graphic designers, managers, stuff like that, just all in there, just we can all work together and use all of our abilities together to push out the best stuff possible. So I'm really excited for that. Like, yeah, so debate single, Yes Sir, is July 9th for Death Pigs.
Yeah, I mean, when that comes out, you have to send that to us. We'll give it a listen, check it out, try and promo it. But
so it's 100% best, my favorite thing I've ever been a part of, ever. That I've made music, anything I've ever worked on music-wise, it's my favorite ever. Not even a close second. It's my favorite. Sure.
Yeah, well, like we say, comparing it to, I guess we'll say Ptsd, if it's anything close to that, it should blow up. Should go like anywhere.
I think as far as my own discography, I do this thing. It's subconscious almost, where I make songs of similar styles, and then I'll move on and do something else. Like Hard Eyed Shawty, All My Friends Want Me Dead, and Roses on My Grave are all the same exact style. They were made in 3 days, back to back to back. Those 3 songs. And then Ptsd and Dennis Rodman, I think that's just 2 there, but those are both very, very high energy songs, and they're both, I'm not going to say they're exactly alike, but they're very similar as far as like Ptsd and I'm an Outcast, Dennis Rodman, like, you know, that high energy with it. And then more recently, Drunk and Blue, they're both like very melodic, kind of sadder and slower. I go through these phases musically, and it's just hard for me to go back and make stuff. Like, for me to go back today and make something like Hard Eyed Shawty, something I made a year ago that was very like alternative, rappy, pop punk, would be really weird for me, considering as of late I've been working on a lot of like indie pop. Because like we were talking about before the call started, Post Malone as an artist, whenever he started, he was just throwing stuff till it sticks, and that's pretty much what I'm doing. I'm just making what I like music-wise for right now, and if it sticks, it sticks. And so far, Ptsd, Dennis Rodman, and Blue have stuck, because those are the ones that have kind of popped off.
That's it. I think it's kind of like you said, it's just transitioning through like different periods, because if like with Blue, if they've got quite like emotive lyrics, I guess you can't like recreate that if you're not ready to. Like, you know, you can't really falsify that sort of emotion. So yeah, I can see what you mean with that sort of thing.
Yeah, like as of late, I I haven't been that sad lately. So like it's like really, really hard for me to make sad music. I want to make music lately that's just like indie pop. Like I haven't released anything indie pop, but I got like 5 indie pop songs I'm sitting on, and it's just like I've been having fun making it lately. I've just been having a good time making that kind of music.
Yeah, if you get indie pop going, that should bang, especially in the UK, like in the London sort of area. That sort of stuff is coming out.
I love UK indie pop. What's that one guy? He's got a song called Nightmares. I forget his name.
Oh,
like,
what's his name?
No one gives a fuck about my nightmares.
No, I know you mean. It's not looking good for my...
I love that guy.
Yeah. To be fair, it's interesting seeing it, like, especially like on the rap side as well. Some of the London like based stuff, it's really blowing up now. So, it's just, I reckon, yeah, if you get some indie pop stuff coming out, that should bang over here anyway. Especially like we'll try and boost it our side, but
a little off topic, but I just want to say I think the UK scene is like getting really, really close to its new prime. Like I think like here within like the next year, UK is gonna be on top music wise over a lot of places. It's like there's a lot of stuff like brewing over there music wise.
100%. And I'll tell you the funniest thing I find from it, like. Well, I love, so sometimes, I guess, English-wise, stereotypical can seem like, you know, quite posh and that sort of thing. So I'm loving seeing, like, these groups come out and just, like, blow the stereotype almost and just...
Oh, yeah, it's just arrogance, because that's I love arrogance in music. That's my favorite thing. And people, like 5 years ago, people were making, like, U.S. people were making fun of UK people for their drill music. But now... like UK drill songs are charting in the US. Like, have you seen the state of her body? Like that shit is so fucking. I'm just saying, like from a white dude in Miami, that's some of the hardest shit I've ever heard a British person say, ever.
I think it's just because I think kind of in the UK what we do is we kind of take the piss or take the mick out of ourselves, and we don't mind it. So like we have like. Obviously, we have a lot of banter in our sort of like society and that sort of thing. So I think when they come up, we're just like, yeah, we're gonna blow this up and just get it going. But
that scene's about to be on fire, very, very.
It is. When live performances get going, it's gonna be mad.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be crazy there.
It's like those sort of festivals, isn't it? It's trying to head to different festivals because I think UK have got some decent ones. Like we got Glastonbury, Reading's alright, that sort of thing.
As the past couple of years, I've been hearing a lot more about like UK's festivals because like you normally don't hear about festivals outside of your area, but I'm sure you guys of course hear about like Rolling Loud and Lollapalooza and stuff. And I'm starting to hear more reputable festival names come out of the UK because it's just like word of mouth, people talking about the festival. And I've been hearing a lot coming out of there, and it's like that's another thing that's been like making me think, okay, UK is about to explode.
That's what I mean. It's a small island, but if you get that, like I said, if you get that indie pop coming out, that should bang, that should blow up over here. So yeah, it's just about. I guess it's sort of like it's writing lyrics at the time of what you're feeling, but it's also seeing what is big at that point. You want to try and hit the scene when it's going. So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so I think what we'll do. We'll wrap it up there in terms of the interview because I think we'll play Blue after this. Get everyone listening to that, see their reaction to it. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see everyone's reaction. So I think, like I said myself, I think indie pop, if you release that and it gets going, should do well over here. But hopefully the guys in the comments should leave a few, bit of insight into that as well. So we'll keep promoting you guys. Like I said,
anybody from this video follows me, DM me and tell me that you come from this channel and I will follow you back. If you come from this channel, I will follow you back.
That's what we need. That's what like I said, we won't just get you then, we'll get Death Pigs, we'll get the whole lot, just trying to boost it up. So thank you for coming on the interview. So we have done an interview in terms of going into a record store, but we haven't had a one-on-one interview with an artist, so thank you for coming on.
Of course.
Like I said, it's the first one we've done, so hopefully you found it alright. But
hopefully, like a year from now, I can be crazy famous, and then I can come back and do another interview. That's the goal.
We'll promo you before you come on stage. We'll give you hype. We'll hype it up.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal for real.
Get it going. Okay, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the first podcast on our channel. That was Retro Nicotine promoting his latest single, which is Blue. I'll play it over this a little bit, but what I'll also do is leave a link in the description to all of his socials. So give it a listen on Spotify, let us know what you think, and yeah, kind of the point, like we said, of this video, trying to promote new artists, especially while it's COVID, get them out there. So a little bit to take from the video. So he has a new album coming out on 9th of July with his group that he's in called Death Pigs. It's an experimental hip-hop sort of song and tracks on there. As I said, check out Blue. And yeah, so hopefully, like we said, if you can give us feedback in the comment section on YouTube, that'd be great. Let us know, you know, how we can improve maybe as interviewers, that sort of thing. Just any feedback helps as always. And also, we're going to be promoting this on Spotify. So as long as everything goes according to plan, we're going to set up K&Oreviewsmusic, the podcast series, where everyone we interview, we upload on there as well. So if you're on a walk or something else, you can check it out. You know, give you something to do. I know I like listening to podcasts on walks. Oh no, it's going wrong already. But yeah, as I said, hopefully you guys enjoyed that. And yeah, we'll see you on the next video.